right. What we got? Audio, mic, desktop, audio, check. I think this should be it. All right, let's do more grinding. Let me adjust my mic quickly. It's a very fancy stream setup, I know. But everyone's having good afternoon, good night, good morning, wherever you are. Oh yeah, my loads save state. Yeah, should be it. So, find the save state, and we'll just do what we've been doing before for a bit. Torture begins. Again. Good start. Restart with this phase. It moves so fast. Okay. The game just wants me at 3 lives now. It's not happy I'm at max. Look how slowly the bats move. So that's definitely rank dependent. Nope. Too slow. I've been watching Kaz and SMRadis' videos, and it honestly looks like they use reload buttons. They don't use it. I'm sorry I'm making that assumption, but like it just because you have to, when you shoot outside the screen, that really just affects, like, for that second, like, it just affects, like, your reaction time. Having to point outside the screen, reload, and go back and re-aim is so difficult. How fast the bats are moving. I'm literally shooting him and he's not taking damage. What's up, JD? Put your finger near the lens. Maybe it could work. I'd have to like get a specific, get kind of a stance and figure out the hand positioning for that to be. Yeah, it could work. I don't want to like resort to that, but like if it reaches to that point, then maybe may have to. First phase. This boss fight is an absolute trip. There's no light, there is no shadow. Well, that's true. I mean, scientifically speaking. Yeah, he did the phase I don't understand. I've been watching Kaz and SMRadis do it. I don't quite understand what they're doing. probably run ender. I'm like shooting, like... I can't really shoot super fast when I do that with the gun because of how the trigger is designed. Keep going though. See, it's like, maybe I have to shoot straight at the screen. It's really particular with the hitbox on that attack. I wonder if I should just shoot, like at the exact, like, extreme straight coordinates of the screen, just in anticipation of that attack. Like, screw accuracy. Like, I don't even care about score, I just care about the 1 CC, so maybe that'd be worth it. So I feel like I should be damaging him more. Like, literally, it seems like when I'm at 5 lives, I always go down to 3. It'd be very awkward doing putting the finger in front of the barrel, but I don't feel comfortable doing that, because I saw someone once see this in the arcade, and you saw the reflection in the cabinet, and they were doing off-screen reloads, so it's totally possible with the standard off-screen reload, which I want to do as much as possible. Okay. Their bullshit attack. The left, like, it's completely random what he does when he did the left-right movement there is, like, the worst. Why? Brutal fight. That's the phase. Again, that is the worst phase. I'll probably skip to the keep going. Stop the dead time. I don't really understand how that works, because sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. Gun misfired. Step back a bit. That is nasty. That is a nasty attack. Keep going. I have to do this practice because there's the boss mode in this game doesn't actually let you practice the second phase, which is kind of inconvenient. Not kind of, it really is. That sucks. I hate that phase. I was close to actually stopping it too, which is like the more bigger face-palming nature of it. There's that stupid phase again. That was a life. I'm literally shooting you. Man, the hitboxes are actually very, like, difficult for this boss, which is funny. I hate that phase. God. I knew that was coming. I actually paused it the exact frame before it actually hit me. I keep getting that wrong. It's like you have the... It's like you're shooting in a circular motion. Still get that wrong? That really sucks. Come on, let's get that base. Heh. Oh, god damn it, dude. God damn it, I fucking hate that phase. That's like the... Because you can't hit the coals. Once they quiet, yeah, you pretty much are gone. Literally shooting him as fast as possible, he is not taking damage. I do not know what's going on. That's like the biggest thing, because you can't prevent that. And I feel like, too, with that one, I should be able to stop him quickly. But at some point, you have to commit to the projectiles. Oh, I keep messing that up. That phase is actually so hard. I'm shooting him, what the fuck? Why is he not dying? I'm shooting as fast as I physically can. And like it's... You get that metal sound effect, so it's not doing damage. So it must be a very specific hitbox. Nope. Keeps fucking doing that attack. I hate that attack. Hitbox is very, very picky for some reason. Nope. Then get that. Get that. Again next time, please. I need to get like a bigger. That is like, that is the phase that's killing me. I don't understand it. I've watched Kaz and SM do it. It just seems... It's like a... If he ever... I may have to do a save state just for that phase. No, he didn't do that. If he does it, like, I'm gonna try to do the save state. No, that's a sword. I'm trying to capture it, because if I can, like... Because that's, like, the one phase where if I could stop it... Oh, that's Embers. Yeah. Damn it. Should have save stated there. Damn it. I hate that phase so much. I'm gonna be a broken record, but it sucks. I'm shooting him as fast as I can. Maybe I need to actually just use the reload button for this fight. I'm so tempted to. I mean, they do give you a reload button. It is legal, I guess, because it actually came with PS2. But it's like actually getting the... I may have to like rebind the buttons. Fuck that phase. Come on, man. So I guess, like, at a high rank, you pretty much can't stop him. It's a frustrating because, like, you can do a lot of damage on that phase, but you just don't have enough time. So... I kind of, like, have to, like, study the anatomy of, like, the boss. Even... Let's go back next time, please. Nasty. Got it there. I guess I missed a shot. That's that. It just keeps getting me. Not at that time. It's right there. I think also I'm reloading at the wrong time for the swords. Which is kind of leading to it. Here's the final phase, but... Also, I'm going to save a state here. If possible. 'Cause I need to practice this phase. Although I probably should have done it during this the cutscene. Yeah. But I need to practice this final phase too. So what are we going for? The head? Going for that. Try to get damage from the distance. So that would have been a 1cc if all those went together. So let's try that again. It's a bit awkward today. Started this during the attack, which wasn't the best. So he flies around like that. And yeah, making sure you're just completely exhausting your bullets, I think, is the best thing. Yeah, like that. That's pretty good. Load state. It's a lot, yeah, this phase is a lot easier than the others, but it gave me trouble in the past. Okay. So that would have been it. Just disappeared there. Okay, happy now game, I'm at 3 lives now. The whittle me down from 5 to 3. I'm having trouble on this phase. Also, I'm going to change the category. This is a very nasty boss. Once again. Because it's like, getting all the pieces, like, all 3 phases just have to go very well. Ignore the ball, let's go for the bets. I feel like I could have stopped that, I hesitated. I do not like how unfair this boss is. Just does not register shots sometimes. I'm literally shooting his weak point and like there's no hits. Probably one more step. And then next phase. Fuck you, dude. Yeah, that would have been the final part to end that phase and move on to the next. Keep going. Fuck that phase. I hate that phase so much. Makes no sense. Who does it again? Fuck you! Yeah, take that. God. Damn it. Fucking bullshit. This menu. Okay, keep going. Probably no one's watching me suffer to this boss. I'm looking to suffer myself. God damn it. Because I'm trying to... I guess it's so hard on high rank, but it's like, I don't... You want to have as many lives for that second phase. That's the... Second phase is way worse than the first. That's like the thing to it. God damn it. I almost stopped that phase. So close. Okay, I gotta keep remembering, empty the full clip. Like that. Try to empty that full clip before reloading. Because if I'm reloading too soon, I'm actually gonna just pump out less bullets. I've got like 9 bullets in my magazine, so I should try to take full advantage of that. Nope. Yes, see, I was reloading too much there, so I need to like 1 through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, go through the whole clip and then reload. To get in the rhythm of that. If we're doing off-screen reload for this. I hit the wrong button. hit the frame speed button. Okay, we should be good. More boss. Damn it. Full clip. I may have to use the button, like, it may reach that point. 'Cause I feel like I honestly do feel like I'm at my physical ability. I mean, it shouldn't be this hard. So I may have to use the reload button or something if it comes to that point. Just you miss, you flub like that, it just punishes you. Pretty much you have to do it perfectly. Where's that phase? Alright. Of course. Alright, so here's the deal. I think I may have to use the reload button. It's... I don't know. I'm just gonna keep playing... I don't even know what to do. I'm bored. It's really frustrating. It feels unfair, honestly. I'm just gonna play full runs. Because I think it's just gonna bore people if I keep doing the final boss. So I'll just do score runs, or full runs from the beginning. I guess. Not that anyone's watching tonight. I may also take a break from the game and return to it, because I don't want to be streaming just only this game. Like, I do want to play other games. I kind of want to play something different right now, because it's just kind of exhausting. But I'll do a run or two tonight. Maybe I'll throw in a Time Crisis 3 run or something, just for the hell of it. Because it's kind of boring just playing the... I know I should only focus on one game at a time, but it's like, I don't know. Like, it's just the final boss. That's all that there is left for this. And I have the save stays. So there is that practice. And there is the boss mode practice that can help somewhat. Yeah. We'll see.
Please help the others.
Probably change my title of the stream.
Who are you?
We hunt the creatures of the dark, vampire hunters.
Yeah, I honestly may play Time Crisis 3 after this. I need to play something else. Because it's kind of like it's... I guess on a technicality, I haven't spent too much time on this game, but like it's... The final boss is just really demotivating, just how brutal it is, and how sometimes it just feels like I'm shooting as fast as I can, and like I cannot stop him when it feels like I should. It's just when the rank in this game just goes way off the rails, and maybe I should just take damage on purpose, make the boss easier. But like even then, like there's only so much I can do.
Yeah.
Because the rank inevitably is just gonna crawl back up. Get that lock. What am I saying? Go for the path. Save her and take this path.
Where am I? What am I doing here?
I got those 2 items already. Save her again. Take the upper route. Shoot the door, you take a different path. So this is the stage where there's a ton of branching paths, a bit like House of the Dead 2. And first House of the Dead, for that matter. This is the most convoluted level in the game. Like, chapters 3 and 4 have only a fork and a path for the branching paths, and then the rest of the game is entirely linear. It's fine. I already have max lives. Also, I did try to like use the OBS screen flash removal thing. It doesn't work well for these games. It produces graphical glitches, or just like the flash is still there, and actually seems a bit more severe. So it is going to have to stay. I'm sorry, but that is just how it is, unfortunately. Fudge. I got spat in the face. I'm gonna turn the volume of the game up. Seems a bit low. I can't really tell. Well, I'm trying to get my mouse over there.
Amazing.
Yeah, so this should be a bit better.
I am the one who serves the vampire.
Back again. Alright. Just 3 shots each on this rank. Okay. 2. 1. 2. That final one's a bit harder to stop because he disappears faster. But we'll keep going.
Now, let's have some fun.
He's gonna start sending 2 projectiles at once. This part here. 2, and then 1, 2. And the one on the right is sideways, which makes it awkward to actually deal with, but thankfully it wasn't too bad there.
I never thought I'd meet such worthy opponents, but the fun's over.
Just go for the head for this
Be
guy,
prepared,
the weak point.
because I've no mercy for you. This sword
Should be-
will mark your
This should not be
grave.
too bad. Some headshots there. I'm tempted to like shoot the pillar there and draw a smiley face with my bullets. But then I would just, my accuracy would be way down as a result. I not get the life up, which I do need right now. I'd like to be back at max lives. Lower the game audio because it seems a bit loud, but I can't tell if it's loud or not.
Why protect the humans?
I'm
What
also
are you
gonna go on
fighting
Twitch.
for? Why?
Stream manager. There we go.
Is there no way
There we go.
to free us from fate?
Life up.
Yeah, I'll just do the game category. I can't come up with like, I try to stream in the retro category, but it's too dense. It's too many people streaming. So maybe just the game category would be better. Stuff always frustrates me. Yeah. I shouldn't really complain about it. Kind of a strange thing I noticed, those coals that he sends at you actually have eyeballs in them. It's really hard to tell, but like all those... You shoot one, it just explodes into little tiny eyeballs. It's a fun little detail. I never noticed it until I was watching the replay. I was like, wow. That was actually a bit nasty there. I almost got hit. Just those two guys. And the flame guys, I'm just gonna shoot the tanks, which is worth like 200 points if I recall. There's a bit of like scoring in tech in this game to like shoot enemies, like shoot their bodies to weaken them, and then finish them off the weak point, because you get less points. You get more points actually that way. You get some extra points that you would miss otherwise. Also, it's a way to like buffer your accuracy in a way, but it's very like particular, and you also don't want to accidentally kill the enemy without the weak point, because then you miss out points wise. Supposed to save that guy. It was a bit disappointing. Because the rolling enemies are very dangerous. It seems like on high rank they actually take more shots to die. That was nice. Just defeat all three of those flame guys quickly. It was something. Didn't watch that. I'm not gonna get the life up for this stage then. That's a bit disappointing.
Thank you. Take this.
I don't really like how my webcam looks. I'm gonna disable it. I don't really feel like doing that right now.
Don't be so sure of yourselves, humans.
Yeah, I just don't really like the way it looks. Let's focus more on the game. There.
Reload.
So let's try to take these phases out as decently as possible. There's an item on the left. I missed it. I think the placement of where that item is random. Okay, and stop that attack. That's actually kind of difficult to stop that one, because he's moving all the time. So once he has flames around him, you actually can start damaging him. Most bosses have like some invincibility after you shoot them. Just have to deal with that. That's unfortunate. That left-right phase is like the worst. I was so close to the third phase. And third phase kind of swoops down at you. You have to shoot him when he gets near. And I'll probably do it 2 more times. There we go. So that's one hit from him, not too bad. But that won't be enough for the life up, but there is an extra life when the next stage starts, so I can get that and then get back to 5 lives. And then I guess we'll be in a better situation there. Phantasma Concerto. Or Concerto, however you pronounce it. The chapter names in this game are pretty damn cool. I think they're all the different, like,
He's been defeated.
parts of a symphony. They're pretty cool. How they thematically tie into, like, the game and just the gothic atmosphere is just so good. Life up is up here on the top right-hand area. It's up there. I need to get that. Can I... Why is my gun not firing? There we go. That's the life up. It's very hard to tell, but it actually is there. There's a lot of stuff to shoot in the background. Grab a coin. And then we'll be at the boss. Then. So he clones himself, and you have to find out which is the real one. It's hard to tell. I didn't stop it in time. So you have to be careful with that phase. Alright, got him there. I've heard it's harder to tell in the emulator. Like the effects when you shoot his clones, it's like they're vapor. So then to tell which is which. It doesn't seem like that effect works in the emulator, so it actually makes that phase harder than intended. These are really nasty enemies here. Only one enemy can attack at once, so it's relatively fair, but if they have projectiles, then both enemies can attack, so it's the same House of the Dead logic.
Impossible! You can't take them on with just a gun!
You'd be surprised. And then here's the... This is a branching path here. If you kill those enemies and you're too slow, she actually falls in that void and you take a different path. Let's save these two. She actually will give you a life up. Oh, she actually gave me a life up. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. Maybe it's because I need to look that up, because I swear I've saved both and she actually never gave me a life up. It's a bit weird. But that life up's pretty welcome, so I'll take it. And yeah, 5 is the max. If you're at max and you pick up another extra life, you get bonus points. So there's some value to maxing out the health and getting even more health on top of it. Okay, now back to the boss. So, again, more cloning. Bit lucky with him being the middle one. This is classic RNG at its finest, so you have to really pay attention. And missing a shot is really detrimental, because you may not have enough time to stop him. And you'll see, like, he has invincibility in between each shot. So you have to kind of compensate for that. That actually went pretty well. I didn't take any damage. And I'm just skipping cutscenes here so this goes a bit faster. So now he's flying around and he's the weak point now, and we gotta shoot him down. He completely failed that, so... If you fail that phase, you have to deal with all that stuff. No damage. Actually, no, I stopped it in time. Yeah, I missed it. Oh, stop those crater things. Asteroids, I don't know. If he does this phase, which is pretty random, typically he does it, and then sometimes he stays in it, sometimes he exits it and just does different attacks. You can actually get a lot of damage on this boss. So he's still in it. So a lot of shots. Pretty good stuff. And that was no damage on that fight. That was pretty good.
Sophie.
Alright, stage 5. That'd be enough for a life up if I actually lost a life. So 2 more stages on this attempt for the 1cc, and then... So stage 5 is difficult because of most enemies, they throw stuff at you and you can barely see the stuff they're throwing at you. It's very small and they move quickly. So we'll see how this goes.
Sir Vampire!
You stay.
So we're fighting the ice vampire now. The water vampire. 2 lives in this area. The first life is up there. I never knew existed for the longest time until I started playing this again recently. That's the first life. There's a second life later in the level. But I'm already still at max lives. You do not want to leave these things alive. You see how tiny those projectiles are. They're just... They are... You need a microscope to see them, so it becomes very hard to avoid them. Orbs. So she fires a bunch of those. If you're playing really well, the game gets harder, and she'll actually throw more stuff at you. This one's a bit harder. But got through it. Very quick enemies. Okay, you can barely see those things. There's 3 of them coming up here. That's close. More of these icy House of the Dead magician vampires. Right down to having magicians pose from House of the Dead 2, which is kind of funny. Or all the House of the Deads, for that matter. Magician has the same crossy arms pose in all of them. More orbs. That was very close, but got through it. Alright, and then the life up is at the end here. That's fine. Go like that. Alright, and this is the boss. Hopefully this fight goes decent. If you're quick, you can actually cancel out the projectiles. That part, she covers herself and blocks bullets. Get the kind of rapid fire. After that, more diving in the water. Okay. Oh, that's damage. I didn't even shoot her once. That's very embarrassing. That would have been... rank of the fight's lower. That took damage. Well, that was... wish I didn't take a hit there. That's probably not enough for a life up. And back to the final boss again. Yeah, not enough. So 4 lives to the final boss. Ideally I want 5, but we'll see how this goes. And then I'll probably do I'll just play Time Crisis 3 afterwards, because starting to grow a bit sick of this game, and I don't know, I need to play something else. Just, I don't know. Alright, final boss. Shoot really quickly, hope things go well. Stop that attack. Nope. I knew it. Too slow. Too slow. That's nasty. Yeah, this is gonna be the end. Sometimes bats will fly at the extreme edges of the screen and then return just before they hit you. So they don't quite hit you off screen, but they almost do, and then throw you off, and then come back at you at the last second sometimes. That's... final phase is a nightmare, probably will die here. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so let's play a different game, because fuck Vampire Knight. I'll play a game of Time Crisis 3. This game is... I can do it. But man, this game is just brutal. Let me take a break here, and I'm just gonna change the game. I'll eventually get this, but I know I just started playing this. I may have to just take a break on it, because it's... yeah, that final boss it is possible, but that's like the main run-ender for me. At least like I've gotten through the rest of it, so I'm more consistent at reaching the end. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly change games here.
the small peaceful island Astigos.
This morning, the Zagorius Federation, one of the Mediterranean coastal nations, launched a unilateral military offensive against Astigos Island, a territory of the nation of Lucano which has been seeking independence. Despite protests from various nations, the Zagorian forces can...
Time crisis.
I just realized my mic was muted, so I just update the PB in the game. Good stuff. Okay. I'll do a run or two of this. I've gotten to practice Time Crisis 3 a bit more in the arcade.
Here they come.
There's a few places near me that have this game in varying states of quality, condition. A lot of them have problems with the monitor where it gets hard to see some stuff, particularly in the later parts of the game that get dark, which camouflage the killing shots that enemies will send at you sometimes. Sometimes the pedals stick, sometimes the guns like stop shooting or firing if you shoot too quickly or use the machine gun. So a lot of the practice I've done with this port.
Machine gun. Handgun. Action. Machine gun.
Typically machine gun's best for combos, from what I've seen. But pistol's relatively good.
Action.
A lot of the scoring in this game is just not missing shots, because you build your no miss hit bonus, the yellow points. Starts at 500, then goes 1,000. Every 10 hits you make without missing. You reach a max of 5,000 every 10 hits, so that's pretty valuable for points, but can't miss shots. It's very hard. I try my best, but not really. Not really, like, #1 the best with scoring in this game. But you can play at a high level and get it. Oops. Hey, what's up, Pussy the Elephant? We're sure we're heading the right way? Actually, I was just following you. Like how the dialogue never ceases to amuse me in a lot of these games. The quips from the main characters. I forgot. Here, these enemies will actually fly into the background for some reason. They'll actually clip through the background. And if you try to shoot them, you may miss and hit the background instead, and that will kill your combo. So I've seen a lot of high-level players actually just play that scene carefully. They just shoot enemies once each, because that no-miss hit bonus is so valuable. my play is pretty spotty. Nearly got shot in the face, but we dodged it. We keep moving forward. That is life. When life tries to shoot you in the face, you just keep going. And machine gun. Finish off that cannon. 300 some points. Just 300 some thousand. A bit lower. Typically, I'm at 300 some thousand for the first area. Yeah, Time Crisis 3 is a lot of fun. I like it. It's got real good pacing, and I do like Time Crisis 2's pacing a bit more, but I think 3 just... There's a lot of fun set pieces. It feels like a Michael Bay film or something. All the set pieces are unique. It just... Yeah. I think they did a very good job with it. I'm just kind of frustrated I didn't play it more when I was a kid. I just was really bad at Time Crisis, and I think this was a bad game really to start playing. Like, a bad game to, like, introduce me to Time Crisis, because this is a very hard game. There's also there's a few cheat moments, too, that you have to watch out for. That will definitely get you the first time you play. Like, some red soldiers kind of popping up in your face. But it's a pretty good time. I've come to enjoy it more as I play it more.
Machine gun.
And the music is... I love the music. It's my favorite soundtrack for a Time Crisis game. Really. Red guy.
Handgun. Action. Reload.
Being extra careful so the guy wouldn't shoot me.
Action.
Typically a red bullet here. Those guys clip through the door, so I don't shoot them multiple times.
Machine gun.
This guy there. Yeah, there's a red guy. So it's very important to know where they are. Another red guy.
Machine gun.
I've come to associate Time Crisis 3 with like beaches and seaside areas of that sort, because a lot of like old seaside pure arcades around here in Massachusetts and New Hampshire have this game. And also, like, just the theme of it, because you're, like, in the Mediterranean Sea, or whatever this is supposed to be, like an island. With the stock seagull noises, probably from SpongeBob. I feel like I've heard them in the SpongeBob intro. It gives you that kind of nautical feel, a bit. At least for the first stage, and then, like, the second stage is, like, the town. Either way, it's a fun set piece. They do a good job with it. And you'll see more of the beach in the boss area. And more screen flashing as well. Fortunately, I can't like catch out the
There's no time. Come on.
the screen flashing with this emulator. It's a bit of a shame.
He's on our tail.
Action.
So shoot the cannons. So I can max out the no-miss hit bonus by keeping the cannons alive and just shooting the main body, which does chip damage on those cannons, while carefully aiming at the missiles. Take care of that.
Shotgun.
I was eyeing that machine gun guy. Felt like he was just coming after me. So shoot one cannon, something, and then just shoot in random places on the plane to lower the health of the cannons, and this actually is worth more hits on the turrets, and again just maximizing that no miss hit bonus, which is maxed out now, which is a risky strategy, but it just, and that's done. Something like that. Let's do. So missing a shot, pretty much, you lose that combo. Kind of just taking my time so he gets near, and then I could have more time to shoot him. Get those extra points. Sometimes I've seen those red guys fire a bullet. It's very rare, but one time they actually fired a bullet and hit me. And then here, go for the leg. Hit him the most. And in this final phase, I like to use shotgun, because then he fires a bunch of bullets. Okay. No damage per stage. That's pretty good. Close to 900k first stage. Getting a million in the first stage, I think, would be a decent goal.
My name is Alicia.
Haven't quite reached that, though.
Liberation Army. And you two must be Alan and Wesley from the VSSE.
Are you working alone? You're out of your mind.
My brother, I mean our men, were captured by the Zagorius army while carrying out a mission.
I like the dialogue in this game.
Missiles.
I see. So they're using the hostages as bait to force the resistance to
I think Alan and Wesley may be my favorite
the
VSSE agents in the series. I like their designs. Like, they're a bit more stylish, but not like too overly stylish. But I guess, like, there are different extremes. Like, you can, people who prefer like the more subtle types of more normal civilian-esque get-up of some of the VSSE agents, and then the more kind of outlandishly designed ones, like Time Crisis 4 and 5. Just depends on what you're into, I guess. Alright, second stage. Just checking the time.
The train leaves at 1500.
I was playing Vampire Knight earlier, it didn't really go well, and I kind of wanted to play something else. Forgot to destroy that truck. Trying to get decent combos and more of that no miss hit bonus. red guy there. This part is very hard, so I just grenade it. I don't want to deal with it.
Machine gun. Grenade. Handgun. Machine gun.
There's some graphical glitches. Probably from the emulator. This is a PS2 emulator here, so there's some strange glitches where like a white box or something appears in the corner of the screen. It doesn't really affect the game. Well, it doesn't like affect the gameplay, but like it's just a visual thing. It just happens. Lighting effects are pretty cool in the arcade. Like, the arcade version looks a little bit better. Another playthrough grenade. The sunlight coming through the ship in the second area of the first stage is pretty good. One more guy. I just shoot those guys each once each. It seems to work okay. Shotgun for this part. They sometimes shoot pretty quickly, which can throw me off. Like that. That is a perfect example of that. Thank you, game. It gave me a lot of trouble in the arcade. Just when I was new to Time Crisis, I couldn't really react to this stuff well, and this takes a lot of practice. There we go. Thanks, Wizzy, for the follow. Much appreciated, dude. I've been a pretty big fan of light gun games, so I have a gun that works on PC. It's called a gun for IR. It has LED sensors, and then it just basically that's how you aim and shoot. How it calibrates the gun. Kind of expensive, but I think it's worth it in the end. And so yeah, I just stream light gun games whenever. Mostly, I mostly try to play them higher level, like scores and 1cc's and stuff. And yeah, definitely Time Crisis is a series that I'm most my favorite light gun franchise is House of the Dead, but I've started like getting into Time Crisis. And yeah, it's a shame that the arcade cabinets are deteriorating. I mean, if someone knows how to fix them, or if you have them in a private collection, like a home, where the games aren't turned on 24/7, I don't think they really should be in too much disrepair, but in the arcade, yeah. Like I was saying before, the cabinets I saw for this, I mean, there were problems. CRTs needing a recap, the monitors too dark, or the guns needing to be replaced. I imagine, like, if these games are like at piers and seaside arcades, like the seawater, like in the air. Ugh. Or if they're not cleaning the machines too. I've seen many dirty Time Crisis 3 cabinets, and ugh. Or like Grime Crisis. It's just so ugh. It really messes with how the game plays. So it's a breath of fresh air whenever I go to an arcade and, you know, they're actually taking care of their machine. It makes me happy. At least they got that. shoot him before he throws his axe. Should be special weapons guys coming up. So yellow guys, get your special ammo back. Just duck through that. So here's that mysterious white box that appears. It's a graphical emulation glitch. And the arcade version actually has, it kind of chugs a bit during this section. I'm not sure if it actually does that on a real PlayStation hardware or not, but in the arcade, yeah, it would drop a few frames when you got to the submarines. It's a decent area.
Alicia, she didn't make it.
For the most part, the performance in
Alan, Wesley.
the arcade's okay. The graphics are a bit better with because the cutscenes are actually rendered in real time, but these are videos for the PS2 port, so they're lower quality. I haven't really messed around with this boss too much in terms of scoring. I just try to kill him as fast as possible. I like to use shotgun and machine gun. Missed the bonus guy. I'll see what I can do here if I remember it. I tend to play the fight like very safe because he just has a lot of really fast attacks, and his backup with the ninjas is quite a pain. Missed that guy. Yeah, this isn't a speed run, this is just a general 1cc score run, I guess. But yeah, speedrunners, I've seen some people like Styo speedrun this game and Kaz gun shooting, and pretty impressive how they just optimized so much of the game. It's probably not worth making that shot. That was relatively quick. I tend to use shotgun, and then when I run out of shotgun, machine gun. Usually machine gun from the parts where the boss comes at me from a distance. You can also grenade him. Probably should have gotten these guys. But I remember when I was younger, and this game was everywhere, and now it's getting harder to find. Alright, max machine gun ammo now. Relatively quick. Get some value out of it, I guess. Maybe I should have done. Although maybe machine gun would have been more valuable.
Alicia.
Because actually,
Are you
actually,
alright?
I don't think the time bonus is super valuable.
But guess we're on foot from
Like,
here.
there's some points in it. It's points are points, but like the no miss hit bonus and the combos are comparatively a lot more. So maybe that's something I should really just focus more on. less on the time. As the later games kind of go on, bonus is it feels like time is less of a crisis in Time Crisis. It's kind of weird.
That's your brother?
Like scoring becomes the forefront thing. Whereas like Time Crisis 1 is a lot simpler and you're actively, it's you versus the clock in that one.
You any good? Don't worry.
Take a look at the world like a speedrun compared to the bonus you get from prolonging the battle. I'll have to check it out. Thanks, Wizzy.
Wait.
I'll have to check out. I think speedrunning could be fun, kind of the focus on that time aspect of these games would be interesting. I haven't really thought about doing speedrunning, but maybe I should. This is a fun project. It is nice, like, you can play these games in different ways, not just for points, but also, like, speed. I guess, I imagine, like, yeah, the... speedrunning, I imagine, like, it's just managing the special weapons and just optimizing them as much as possible. And just managing special weapons properly, too, is, like, the main thing. It's pretty interesting. Because this was the first game that really had that multiple weapon feature. You just swap through them. Wild dog.
Whoa! Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Don't you ever die?
Never dies.
Whoa! What the? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wild Fang, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Right. Probably should. I think for that guy, I should probably wait.
Machine gun.
This part, I always let Wild Dog drop down. I've seen other people do it for scoring because it's easier just to shoot him afterwards for the no miss hit bonus. Wow, that sucked. Oh well. I've actually never seen Wild Fang shoot there. That's pretty crazy RNG.
Machine gun.
I really don't have a lot of special weapons back.
Machine gun.
This is a pretty dangerous fight in general. Team. Okay. Also, just the points on enemies is tricky too, because it's like the first shot on an enemy, if it's a headshot, it's worth the most, and then the second and third shots are just for points. So you want to head body as much as possible.
Machine gun. Shotgun. Reload. Handgun. Machine gun. Reload. Handgun.
Dog up there.
Grenade.
So here you can use grenade. I've found that if you use the grenade, also special weapons got shooting, that's rare. If you use the grenade, You can hit both Dog and Fang, and then that ends that phase quickly. Thankfully, he didn't shoot me there. And use a grenade to get Wild Dog. And then finish him off with the shotgun. There we go. So those are the parts I've kind of figured out from watching Kaz and SM Raiders play. And this is, yeah, the final area just is insanely difficult. Like this is like, most of this game's difficulty is like, I feel condensed into this one final level. Like, the first two stages have their difficult moments, but you can learn them, but it took...
Alicia, we're going after him. Take care of your brother.
It took some time to get better at the final stage, and even then, sometimes I screw it up, so we'll see what happens. There's the weird box that appears, because that's a graphical glitch, sorry. That is not how it should look. I don't know why. This only could be the mark of Wild Dog. That bastard. There's the red bullets, and then Ninja. Just another bonus guy. So here, there's a red bullet guy coming up. There he is. Dodged it.
Machine gun.
What's a bit interesting of the arcade version is that it's a lot of screen flashing here, you'll notice, but like, there is an arcade version that uses an IR camera, so there's no screen flash. Which actually sounds like I would like to play that version. Also means that you wouldn't have to use the CRT. You can use whatever screen and probably get a nicer quality screen that makes the graphics look nicer. But that version of the game is very rare. I've only seen the CRT screen flash version. That was the most widely distributed one, to my knowledge. So imagine this whole scene, but like you can't see much of anything because the screen is so dark. And that pretty much just perfectly sums up my experience playing this game on arcade hardware in the arcade. Just, tough time. That flamethrower guy's bad news.
Grenade.
Alright, and I grenade that part. That's hard. When in doubt, just grenade it, pretty much. Although, you definitely want to be careful with the grenades, because they maxed out at 5, so you have to be careful with them.
You're toast.
Alicia! Zot's headed for the missile controls! We gotta stop him!
Zot.
We'll take care of things here.
Thanks!
It's fun. I always find it funny how this boss's first name is Giorgio, and the Player 1 character in Time Crisis 4 is also named Giorgio. I just find it weird.
Too late, my friends. These missiles are all targeted for Lucano and ready for launch.
What?
I guess they were trying to come up with the character's name for Time Crisis 4, and they thought he looked cool, and because he's like an Italian guy, and they're like, oh man, we gotta come up with a nice Italian name. How about Giorgio? Well, crap, we already used it for the final boss in Time Crisis 3. Well, screw it, we'll just use it again. part's very difficult. This whole boss fight is madness. In the best way. It's a good boss fight, I think, because it does... not a freebie. And it's got nice music, too. Machine gun, I guess. Wow. Special ammo, that red guy. Oh, man. Okay, we gotta be a bit more careful.
Machine gun. Action grenade. Handgun.
Yeah, it's really hard. I struggle in this part currently because it's hard to combo because there's just so much stuff going on. So I kind of have to play safe. Right. I focus on the boss here.
Shotgun. Machine gun.
There we go, 1 CC. No death. I remember playing this in the arcade recently, and I failed at that part, and I had to play the game 2 more times before I got the 1 CC. And that was the cabinet where the pedal kept getting stuck. Thanks, Pussy. I'm glad that I've gotten more consistent at this game, because it really eluded me for a while, but then it just... eventually it started getting into the groove of it, and scoring I'm still a long ways away from, but it's nice to still be able to 1 CC it. Get more consistent at it. Also glad I got to play this, because, yeah, I needed something after Vampire Knight, and this was a fun kind of diversion to play this game again. I'll probably play more of it in the future, for sure, whenever I feel like it. I don't really have a set schedule. I typically bounce between games, but it's definitely up there. You know, it was one of the stronger light gun games, I think. Yeah, I love the sea theme, the nautical nature of it.
The rest is up to them.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Why not use the Unreal Engine to make a game like this? They did! For Time Crisis 5, it was an Unreal Engine. Debatably not a very good game, but it does use Unreal Engine. So they have gone in that direction. They have gone in that direction with House of the Dead, with House of the Dead 5 as well. So they have dabbled in that. But yeah, that's a pretty good score. It's, yeah, the scoring system in Time Crisis 5 is kind of janky, yeah. It doesn't really make too much sense. I think it's the weakest of the series by far. Hopefully we'll get a Time Crisis 6 and they try to do a better job of it. I do prefer the previous sequels with just the standard pistol. And I think I'm going to stop streaming here because it's close to the 2-hour mark. And typically I just limit my streams to 2 hours.
One of the most beautiful countries on the
They find someone to raid. Thanks for the follow again. For stopping by. Was he? Yeah,
This
see.
morning, the
Okay,
Zagreus
raid.
Federation, one of the Mediterranean coastal nations, launched a unilateral military offensive against Astigos Island, a
let's see
territory
here.
of the nation of Lucano, which has been seeking independence.
I'll go ahead and raid Elrock, who's an arcade streamer I follow, and he's trying to do he's grinding out a no-death run for the past 3 hours on Final Fight, which is a fighting game, a beat-em-up, excuse me. So I'll quickly raid Elrock. Thanks, Wizzy. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and see everyone next time.
Two of their best
Go ahead and raid Elrock.
to remove this threat. Alan Dunaway, Wesley Lambert.
Thanks, guys, and go out and play more Light Gun games. That's all I have to say. Later, everyone.
Hurry!
Alicia Winston.